And we're back, guys. I'm your host, Good Energy. How's everyone doing? I am sore. That's right, guys. It's marathon season, training for 2 marathons, and I am just so sore. I'm not in the best condition, to be honest with you. I have these new business partners, and they love to eat, they love to go out. I am nearly 20 pounds heavier than my marathon weight last year. I'm running a 8-minute mile. It's just horrible. I'm overweight. So I'm trying to get in shape here. I'm telling you guys, when you have partners that want to have lunch at these fancy restaurants every day, you start putting on weight. And that's what I've been doing with my time, guys. I'm training for a marathon. And the reality here is I have not been able to bring you the coverage lately, but we're going to get through this. And right now, we're going to take a look here at Bejing, Coco, and Belinda Bencic. It's going to be a good match. And look, I'm just excited, to be honest with you, to see if Coco can really. I want to see Iga Coco in the final. Let's just be honest. But she's got to get through Belinda first. Really quick, let's just take a look at what's going on here. Did you see Pegula and Raducanu yesterday? Or should I say this morning? Unreal, ladies and gentlemen. Emma was up a break. She was up a set, a break, 30-love, 2-1. And what to do when the tables will turn. Pegula literally returned the volley. It was going out of bounds. Raducanu decided to return it. And from there, that it should have been 40-15. Next thing you know, she's facing a break point. Pegula does not look back, and a bagel in the third set. Now, I've talked about Raducanu's stamina in the past. I felt she has gotten better. And look, she looks good. Layla looks good. They've improved their game. But that's a tough loss as Pegula. And they were cheering loud for Raducanu. You know, she's got Asian descent. Pegula as well. But, I mean, Raducanu, that's a big meltdown. Iga with the bagel over Camila Osorio, right? What about Cartel over Joint? Now, Cartel, I decided I was going to do a video, but I'm just so tired. I'm sleeping a lot lately, trying to recover. Cartel looks good, an amazing shot maker, and she moves well. Did you see her? That's another exchange at the net, like that Pegula Raducanu exchange in the fourth service game of the second set. Cartel had an exchange where Joint had like 3 to 4 overhead smashes, and she returned them. Unreal. In the first set, when I think it was a 4-1. Unbelievable. Raducanu, she gets a win after taking the first set 6-2. The second set, Lois Bolshian would have to retire. And by the way, between the ATP and the WTA, we've had 5 players retire. What's going on late in the season, guys? Bodies are wearing down. I'm concerned with Alexander Zverev because he had a really good second start to the season in terms of quarter, but I felt last week against Alex, he just broke down. He broke down. And I mean, this is someone he's dominated in the head-to-head, like 10-1. I don't know. Unreal. He just broke down. That crowd was against him, and I just feel, he's not looking good here. But Belinda's here after taking out Priscilla Hahn. Priscilla Hahn's, look, she's got Asian descent. She normally plays the Korea tournament. To see her here in Beijing is amazing. I've been supporting her for a while. Marta Kashuk over Sasnovich, right? That's a good win for Marta. Mary Andreeva takes out Bozos Monero, who had a couple upsets. And Potapova over Samnez. I'm a big fan of Samnez. She's from Turkey, and she looks good. Now, Kim Won-jung had to retire. It was 1-1, down 3-love in the third set, injured. Let's wish her a speedy recovery. Linda Noskova said, hey, look, it's tough, to have to retire in front of your home crowd, not healthy. Yeah, that's going to be tough. Ava Liz, I like her to start fast over Kessler. I think she should win that match. I like Mukova to defeat Amanda Anisimova. As long as she can make Amanda come forward and move, I think she'll be fine. Mary Boo's going to get balls back against Jasmine, but Mary is slowing down a bit. I think Jasmine wins that match. I'm gonna take Noskova over Potapova. I just think her low balls is gonna affect Potapova's backhand. I'm gonna take Marta over Pegula. I don't think Pegula, even though she's dominated Marta, it's tough. When you win a match you should have lost, you got to watch out for that next match. I'm going to take Iga over Emma Navarro. And I'm going to go with the upset. I'm going to take Cartel over Mira. I think Cartel is going to make her work. Now, Coco and Belinda, let's get to it, guys. Listen, they've played each other 5 times. Of the 5 times, 3 have gone 3 sets. Coco owns the head-to-head 3-2. They've played each other 3 times this year. Starting at the Australian Open, Coco won that in 3. The Indian Wells, big disappointment there as the round of 16. We thought Coco would win that tournament. Belinda upset Coco, and I told you, I look, I don't like, we know there's a huge Coco audience here. I don't like to put out picks that fade Coco, but that was a tough match, and I said it would be. They played each other in Madrid, that back-to-back 1,000 final appearance in Rome and Madrid for Coco. Amazing. That would start the run there into the French Open. She won that in straight sets. Now, overall, Belinda, look, she's back, had the baby, 30-14, gold medal winner, Kanishiwa in Japan. Coco 40-13. Look, 10 more wins. She'll break 50 for a 3rd consecutive year. She went 18-3 on the clay swing, 22-8, while Belinda's 22-9. Guys, someone's going to get their 23rd win on hard after this match. Now, Belinda's here after taking out Katie volley nets in 2. I thought Katie could have won that match. Priscilla Hahn challenged Belinda, while Coco's here after taking out Camila Rakimova and Leylah Fernandez. I think Leylah's a good test with the footwork. Make sure Coco's in shape, because if she moves Belinda around, she'll have success. Now, Priscilla Hahn's serving a lot better lately. I think that the power she's put on is complementing her game well. As I've always said, that's all I feel she needs to do is put on a little bit more muscle, and she'll be fine. Now, Coco Gauff, ladies and gentlemen, she's no Priscilla Hahn. She's got a lot better defense, a lot more power. She's got better backhand, and she's got amazing footwork. This is the type of matchup here where on hard, I think Belinda's going to have a tough time keeping up with Coco. Now, what Belinda's going to have to do, and I've covered these matchups, 5 times now. I've given you the game plan and the blueprint on how to beat Belinda. Coco's team could just come here and just listen to the videos, and they can put together a game plan. You have to get Belinda moving. We all know that. You have to move her front, back, side to side like a new TikTok dance move. And listen, guys, I have some of the best sound bites on planet Earth. And when I go to these tennis matches and I hear fans calling out my nicknames and saying my catchphrases that I've created, it's an amazing feeling. It really is. And I actually tuned into a match the other day, and the tennis announcer was saying one of my phrases as well. But listen, I don't get enough credit for it. Listen, this is a type of matchup here where for Belinda to win, I'm going to tell you exactly what Belinda's going to do. She's going to keep a very simple strategy. She's going to go to the forehand. She is going to go to the forehand. It's not going to be anything special. And it's just not working these days. Coco's shown a lot of consistency with the forehand. And I don't see Coco losing this match, right? Even though she had 9 double faults last match against Leylah, only 4 aces, 62% of the first serves in play. She won 66%, but the first set was pretty consistent with her first serve. She did have some drop-off. Leylah won 63% of the second serves. Leylah, 10 opportunities to break, though. However, Coco had 17. A lot of pressure Coco put on Leylah in that matchup. Now, Belinda, on the other hand, I don't feel her serve has been that great lately. I feel that, that's something that has affected her lately. She's giving opponents a lot of looks at second serves. She's been struggling with the faults. But overall, against Priscilla Hahn, who's ranked 108th, she did have 4 double faults, 58% of the first serves in play. So she's going to give you about 42% look at the second serves, where Priscilla Hahn won 54% of those. But the serves she did get in on the first serve, she won 80% of them, right? 13 opportunities to break Hahn, so a lot of pressure. But the problem is, even though Hahn has bulked up and put on some muscle, she's serving better. 10 aces. Like Priscilla Hahn wasn't serving 10 aces a couple years ago on the lower level. She just wasn't doing that. I've watched her matches. She's worked on the serve. She's put in the work. She really has grinded, and a lot of her friends play consistently on the regular tour. So she's around great tennis players. So I'm happy to see where she's at. But like I said, Priscilla Han is not Coco. Coco's going to put a lot more pressure, and it concerns me to give up, 5 opportunities, 5 breaks to Priscilla Han, to go 3 sets to Priscilla Han, where I think, Coco playing Han will probably beat her in straight sets. Even though Coco did have a challenging matchup last time out, I mean, I just feel, when you're playing Leylah Fernandez, who moves as good as she does, who tries to keep everything in front of her, cuts off the court, I think that shortens the court. And anytime you can shorten the court for a player, you really, really make them hit wide and make a lot of mistakes, because now they're having to fine tune their range, and you don't want to do that in a match. It's very, very tough. You start overthinking and double thinking. I think Coco wins a match. It's as simple as that. I think Coco's it's not that left forehand like with Leylah. If Leylah plays Coco, what Leylah needs to do against Coco, she needs to go with her left down the line. She's got to go with the left down the line. Anytime she comes with that left cross court, that forehand, she's playing into Coco's backhand. It's a nightmare. Stylistically, it's just a bad matchup because of Coco's dominant backhand. She's got to go away from Coco. She's got to just work on a game plan for Coco alone. Left down the line. That's how you get away from that backhand. Whereas Belinda's going to try and attack the forehand, and I just don't think if that doesn't work, she's not going to have anything else, because Belinda's struggling on her backhand. She's coming up short on a lot of her backhands. I don't think she's going to be able to go consistently backhand to backhand with Coco, because she doesn't have the range on her backhand from what I can see lately. It's going to be all forehand, and it's just not going to work. I like Coco to advance. That's the pick, guys. Enjoy. Coverage will be limited, guys. I am training, putting in a lot of work. I'm sore. I'm eating a lot of carbs. And October, guys, marathon season. I will see you guys later for the match. Enjoy.